If you've been following this YouTube channel for a while, you know that I recently moved to Spain. And Spain is pretty far from Kansas, where I'm from. Sometimes when you move across the Atlantic Ocean, you start to get homesick and you miss people from back home. And last night, while I was deep in the midst of a RomCom marathon,
I wrote you 365 letters. I wrote you every day for a year.
I was hit with a bolt of inspiration, so I decided to cancel my plans to film another video and spend the entire day writing letters to people that I love. I've broken down the letter writing process into 4 steps. Step number 1 is just to make a list of all the people that you want to write letters to. You should think family, friends, girlfriends, your future self, your past self, ex-girlfriends, your dog, your cat, that stranger you met one time and really wish you could have known better, but you only met him once. And pretty much anyone else you can think of. Possibilities are endless here. Then step 2 is going to be to make sure that you know proper letter writing etiquette, because you can't be out here writing letters incorrectly or else you're just going to look like a buffoon. First things first, you're going to address the sender. This is going to be writing dear blah blah blah, comma, space, then starting your letter. You can also just write their name, comma, space, start writing your letter. Next, you're going to write your letter, breaking it into paragraphs when needed, because you don't want to have an endless blob of words, because that looks horrendous and it's hard to read. After you've written your heartfelt letter, you're going to end it by addressing the person who wrote it, aka you. You can do this in a lot of different ways, like for example, writing yours, Benjamin, love, Benjamin, just Benjamin, regards, Benjamin, peace, Benjamin, warm fuzzy rainbows, Benjamin. Basically, you get the idea. Just think of who you're writing to, what's the context, and what's appropriate. Finally, you can decide whether or not you want to write a PS, which stands for postscript. If you want to, it's not necessary, but it's generally very short, no more than 2 sentences, and is generally very lighthearted. Something like, P.S. I love you, or P.S. remember to tie your shoes next time, or P.S. we are never going back to Wyoming. Something like that. Moving on to step number 3, that's going to be just to write a bunch of dope-ass, heartfelt letters. Now that you're a letter writing expert, it shouldn't be a problem. These letters can and should vary a lot in terms of topic and theme. They can be romantic, apologetic, forgiving, angry, or even sad. It's all up to you, and they should most importantly be written sincerely, expressing how you truly feel. On to step number 4. And step number 4 is optional, and it's going to be sending the letters to the recipients. You can decide to keep the letters until you're ready to send them. You can burn the letters if you want, or you can put them in an envelope, seal it up, slap a stamp on it, put it in the mailbox, and send out those letters today. Or you could do whatever you want with them. I'm just some guy on the internet. These are just some ideas. I personally, however, am planning on sending all of these letters that I can. Some of the recipients are dead, some of them I no longer have contact with, and others I FaceTimed yesterday. But it doesn't really matter what you do after you write the letters, because even though you're writing to other people, this is largely a personal endeavor, and that's how you should look at it. It doesn't matter if they respond or if they even read it, because you're doing this for yourself.